Hello, welcome back. This is Lost Echo, and I am going to show you guys how to do well in the arena. So who am I, and why should I be telling you this? Well, I used to be a really high-ranked Magic player. I don't need to tell you guys my name, but playing that Magic, I've kind of learned some general strategies to card building. Now, Hearthstone is completely different than Magic, but there's some things that work out the same, and I'll talk those through when we get to the arena and actually start doing the draft. Just to show you that I've actually played the game a lot. You know, I have 107 arena wins, and I just started playing, I don't know, last week, whenever the game opened. I don't have that many ranked wins, but I haven't played that much ranked. I wish it would show you your losses here. This would be nice, and you can actually see that. I kind of know what I'm talking about. My main class that I use is the Priest. I really do like the Priest. I know them the best. I know all their cards. I'm certainly at the point where I have most of the other classes' cards memorized, which is the key to this game. Just to let you know, if you can memorize the other cards' classes, especially the secrets, we'll see if I run into any of that in the arena today. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start the arena. I'm going to have to pay. I don't have enough gold. I've spent it all. You guys are going to see my password is asterisk. So, just if you ever want to use my account, it's, what is that, 9 asterisks, and you're good to go. And hopefully it authorizes, purchase complete, yeah, $2, I know, it's horrible. My choices, I have the Shaman, the Druid, or the Paladin. I don't really like any of these guys, honestly. Out of these, I like the Shaman the least. The Paladin can be really strong if you get that stupid sword. He has a sword that gives his minions +1. Anything he brings out gets +1/+1 automatically, which is ridiculously strong because then he's making 2/2s. The Druid has those swipes and those 2 damage creatures. He has a lot better removal. I'm going to go ahead and play him. I don't like any of these. I would much rather play a Hunter or... So, I'd much rather ways to play a Hunter or a Thief or a Priest or the Mage. I have mixed feelings. The Mage seems like the most consistent in terms of if you're playing a bad player, you'll destroy them with the Mage. They just won't do well. The Rogue or Thief is another one of my favorites. The Warrior is really interesting in draft, and what I mean by that is you can either have a great deck or you can have the crappiest deck ever. So there doesn't seem to be a back and forth with him. It seems like you either get this awesome deck, you get a lot of good weapons. He has that minion that you summon for 4 that gives him a 2/2 weapon. That's a 3/3. That's an awesome card because it gets you so far ahead on the board. But again, not my favorite. Druid is up there. His if and cards are great. He has some good card drawing, which is really the key to winning in the arena. You have to have ways to draw some cards, or at least get really far ahead in the board. Now this Force of Nature. So looking at my hand. All right, South Sea Captain. Other pirates have 1/1. Okay, I'm not going to get a lot of pirates. I really don't care, so I don't need that card. Big Game Hunter. Destroy a minion with attacker 7 or more. Seems like a good card. He only costs 3 and he's a 4/2. That's really good. The problem with him is that you don't see 7 or more until you're kind of screwed. So he is not that useful all the time, and if you draw him early, you have a tendency to hold on to him until it's later than you need to. So I'm going to go into Force of Nature. Force of Nature is awesome because it has multiple uses. Number 1, if they have a lot of stuff that has 2 health, you're going to get ahead. You are going to take that board position that you gets required to win the game. It's also a good finisher. They have charge. They're 2/2. That's 6 straight damage, and they have nothing to stop it. And it works good with some other combos, and such as anything if you're going to draw a card. It helps with that. So now we're into the next draft here, in our next part, and we have this Moonfire, which is 1 damage for 0. It's okay. If I get enough creatures, enough cards later, then I will do that. Now I have to choose between the Bloodfin Raptor and the Frost Elemental. I've already have a 6 casting cost card, so I need to keep that in mind. I don't want to keep my curve. So this is what this is showing. So you're trying to get a good curve with your casting costs here, and your ultimate curve should be around 3, which if you've played a lot of Magic, you'll notice this is the same thing. Why is it at 3? Because this is essentially where you get to the most common, the most simple to cast, powerful cards that have enough damage or health to do something, and this allows you to do multiple cards when you get up into the higher mana ranges. If you have only 5, 6, and 7, you'll notice that you'll lose the game before you even get started. But you also don't want it. This game that's different than Magic. In Magic, you could essentially just play with all these 3 casting cost cards and win. With Hearthstone, it's actually a lot harder to do that. You have to have some more powerful cards. With Magic, you were using mana, and there was a tendency for people not to be able to draw that 4th and 5th and 6th and 7th mana, so they would get stuck on 3, which is awesome. For you, if you're only playing those 3 and you're getting out the multiple awesome cards, and that's what you have in your hand, and they're stuck with these super high cast cards. The thing with Hearthstone is every single person's going to be able to build up. So you have to make sure you get, either way. I like the Bloodprint Raptor a lot. 3-2 for 2 is awesome. It does give you that early kind of quick advantage. It can wipe out some of the bigger, creatures together. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this 5-5 for 6. It's too early to really start molding my deck. But freezing a character is a lot better than I thought it was going to be in this game. It allows you to do a lot of stuff that gets you ahead on the board. Okay, so I'm looking at this, and I see there is this 6/7 Boulderfist Ogre, he is a great card, don't get me wrong. He's really good. The 7 health is really nice. He can get past a lot of the big guys, and it forces your opponent to try to work around him. But, again, I have 2 6 costs in already. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with this Mark of Nature. I like Mark of Nature because it gives you the ability to make a massive attack and finish somebody off. Or you get this health and taunt, which is just awesome. This is a hard one. Ironbeak Owl, this silence can be amazing. However, Scarlet Crusader 3/1 with Divine Shield is awesome as well. So, utility versus actual straight damage. I'm going to go ahead and pretend that I haven't got a lot and this is my last card I'm going to get. I need to get some damage in my deck. I need to get something that's going to keep me in the game early. This is kind of an easy choice. There's really nothing here. Ironbark Dwarf is okay, but this 2/1 Death Rattle lets you draw a card. You want to focus on drawing cards. It's really the key to winning this game when you're playing in the arena. So now we have this Farseer, Wind Fury, which is awesome. He's attacked twice. That's cool. I really like this Torn Warrior. Taunt is so useful in this game. When you start getting towards the point that you're trying to go for that win, it allows you to go ahead and push through and kind of finish it off. Savage Roar, Raid Leader, or Frostwolf Warlord. I probably would think a lot of people would grab him. I like him and I don't like him. I already have a pretty hard curve. Savage Roar can win the game for you, and it can give you that massive advantage. And for me, it combos really well with the Force of Nature. Sorry, I was looking for Nature. By the way, characters. This is a good thing to talk about really quick. In Hearthstone, you have characters, which is everything on the board. Anything on the board is a character. Minions are only the monsters that are summoned, so just be aware of that. And on the board, your character is a character as well. So just be aware of that. That really comes up quite a bit when you're playing. Oh man, I don't know if I want another Savage Roar. I mean, they're good cards, but I'm going to go with the Spellbreaker instead. 4/3 silences a minion, yes. I like that. Jeez, it's trying to give me a million of these. Definitely with Wrath. The 3 damage to a minion, wipe something out for only 2. Only costs 2 to wipe it out, or you get to do 1 damage and draw a card. There's my draw a card, I want that. This is harder than it looks. Depending on my class, I would make a different choice here. So Questing Adventure, I play him in my ranked deck. He's awesome. You get a lot of cards, you can make him really big, really fast. the Twilight Drake can be really strong, especially at 4. I mean, you generally can have like 5 or 6 cards that you're getting out, and he comes at 4, 6, or 4 is really good. However, I'm playing the Druid. The Druid has a crap load of spells. He's going to be constantly playing spells, so I'm going to go for the Auctioneer. Man, this is another hard choice. Wild Growth is something I'm going to keep an eye out for later. And the reason is because this does nothing to the board. So all it does is it gives me essentially 1 crystal ahead of my opponent for 2. This means that I'm taking an early turn where I could be doing something away, and I'm doing nothing that affects the board. I get no creatures out, I don't destroy any creatures, and I don't do any damage to my opponent. So it's kind of risky. If you have a lot of card drawing, this can be a really good card. And if you have a really good deck. I'm not there yet. I don't know if I'm going to have that great of a deck. I don't know if I'm going to have a lot of these giant bomb cards. I'm going to go with the Acolyte of Fame because, again, he draws a card. Oh, this is not a great choice, but I'm going to go with a Nervate. I have good card drawing now. I'm going to need to get some mana up there. Tidehunter's cool. You get a 2/1 and a 1/1, but that's not that awesome. And why would you ever try to do a Murloc deck? Okay, I've played against the guy that had a really good Murloc deck in the arena, but it's not going to be the best. Huh, kind of interesting. Master Swordsmith, +1 attack, and whatever. He's okay. He's 1/3. You get him out early. You get him stronger. He's really good if you're the Shaman or if you're the Paladin, because then you can go ahead and actually make your minions useful. Savagery. I've actually never seen this card. Deal damage equal to your hero's attack to a minion. Cool, but I have no way to really combo that. I mean, yeah, you have the wherever it keeps on trying to give me the Savage Roar, so I can do 3. But it's going to cost a lot of mana. It's going to cost 2 cards, not that great. Nourish allows me to do what? Draw some cards. Gain 2 mana crystals. I don't know when somebody would use that. And I don't know when in this format that you're drawing 3 cards is going to be worse than having 2 mana crystals. Because you're spending, at turn 5, you're going to be wanting to do something to win the game. That is definitely not helping you do something. You have to choose between a 2/5 charge and a 3/5 taunt. This guy screws up so much stuff when you're playing against him. I don't know if you guys have played against him. However, I'm playing the Druid. I'm going to play kind of a passive deck. I haven't got a lot of swipes and a lot of removal yet, so I'm going to have to win creatures. I'm going to have to go against this taunt. The 1/1, it was okay. This is nice. The nicest thing about the Druid is having the and/or cards. 5 damage to a minion or 2 damage to all enemy minions. Sweeper is nice to have, and the fact that I can do it to a stronger minion is great. But look, it was all shiny. Yeah, this is a super easy choice again. I could have had 2 of these guys, they're just kind of funny. And Doomsayer, by the way, he is in my opinion, kind of a worthless card. And the reason is because in ranked and in this, he's 0/7. But you're going to destroy all minions, and he costs 2. So when are you going to get him out that he's going to be able to destroy all your opponent's minions without them killing him before the end of the next turn? And when are you, or you're just going to take a boatload of damage that you're never going to recover from. You have to wait an entire turn. There should be a way to make him better. Maybe give him Divine Shield. That would actually make him better. I don't know if he'd still be that playable. If you gave him Taunt, that would be good, because then at least he can sap some of that damage you're going to take. And he can be useful, kind of. He's just so situational. Ancient of War is an awesome card. You can be 10/5 or 5/10 with Taunt. +7. Yeah, it's hard, a lot of games can be over before then, so just be aware of that. I have a spell damage hand here. 2/2 spell damage with 1 or 4/4 spell damage with 1. I am low on this curve here. Looking at my curve, it actually looks kind of horrible. I'm kind of confident in my deck right now, though. So, and I know I'm hopefully gonna have some spell damage that I need. And plus, I want to get that 4 for 4. Okay, so here we go. This is what I was looking for. I get Mark of Nature again. I can get another spell, or I can get this Acidic Swamp Ooze. Or a 1/1 Wind Fury, which with the druid, that's actually can be kind of decent. I mean, you could do some funny stuff with him, buffing him up with like Mark of Nature. I'm only at 17 cards. If I don't start getting other cards here soon, I'm going to start grabbing stuff like this because I'm going to need to be able to get my curve going here. But I'm going to go ahead with Mark of Nature. It's such a strong card. Another glowy look. Got a couple of choices. Wild Pyromancer. After you cast a spell, do 1 damage. He ends up killing himself all the time. Bite for attacking 4 armor. Essentially a removal for 4, which is nice. It's not, you know, it's nice to be able to remove or do some damage with your hero. Cost 4 though. I have cost 3. I think it'd be a little better. Or there's the Drake, which is draw a card and spell damage. I don't have a lot of low cards. I have really the ability to lose to a low deck, so I'm going to bring out the Pyromancer. Normally I would have probably grabbed the, I can't remember the card now. I've been playing too much. Oh, this is an interesting one. Starfall, again, another sweeper, removal, or Pyromancer or Cobra. Starfall's better, in my opinion. I can sweep everything without killing myself. A minion's nice to have, but I'm going to go ahead and stay with this spells. I like getting the removal before the minions. Jeez, this is just a weird draft. 1/1 charge, +4 taunt, or the Warden. I need the Warden, or I'm going to lose. I'm not getting hardly any creatures, so, and my curve is really bad. So we'll see what happens. This deck definitely is going to have the ability to lose to a really fast deck. So Fairy Dragon, I'm gonna pick here. 5/4 taunt is really good, and if my curve didn't look so bad down here, I would probably think about taking him. But this 3/2 for 2, I don't have anything really that's useful on my curve, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. Man, I have to get Ironbark Protector. He's just such a nice card. 8/8 with taunt. If he was just a straight 8/8, I don't like most of those other ones, like the Molten, whatever. You know, they're just not the best because they can't really affect the board. So you drop the card down, and you have this awesome 8/8 creature, and then your opponent has 7 2/2s, and he just kills you. So this helps you get the board advantage. So I'm gonna go ahead. This is one of the better cards. I don't have a lot of creatures, but it can be really useful. I don't have a lot of small creatures either, but it still allows you to actually get pretty far ahead if you can use that on a couple of your 4/4s. Man, my curve is going to be bad. I have to get this 4/4 because, you know, you give me 4/6 and taunt. I have a crap load of taunt stuff here, so it's going to be really interesting. I talked about wild growth. Would I get it if depending on the curve? It came up again. I just don't have enough creatures to get another spell. I don't want to go with this 4. I have a lot of 4s already, so I really need to get some more stuff into my 3. Raging Worgen is nice for the druid. You can buff him up, and then, you know, if he's a 3/7 with taunt and he gets Wind Fury, people are not going to be happy with that. So you can do some nice combos with him. Raid Leader can be okay. I don't have a lot of creatures, and most of them are big, so he's not going to help me out that much. Nightblade is a nice finisher. She's 4/4 for 5. I have too many big stuff, so I'm going to have to go to the Silvermoon Guardian. If this guy was like 2/3, I would be looking more at his stats right now than actually what he does for me, just simply because my curve is bad. So let's go with this 3/3. Oh look, a Savage Roar again. I just got one of these. I don't want another one where I already have too many. Savage Roar, nice spell. I mean, if I give myself attack and kill something, it's cool, but then I kill myself. I already have one, and my curve is bad, and I want to be able to draw some cards. So I'm going to... Now we're getting to the point where the question becomes, okay, Voodoo Doctor, 2/1, he gives me some health back, which is good. I'm going to need health. He's a 2/1, which is okay. He's easily removed. 1/2 is actually pretty good. He has taunt, kind of slows the field down. I have so much stuff with taunt. I'm just gonna hope, and I'm gonna take the bigger guy. I'm just gonna hope right now. I mean, my curve is really bad, but I'm gonna hope I have enough taunt to just get me to where I need to go to win these games. which is possible. Finally, the Keeper. This is going to be the very last card anyways. Keeper of the Grove. So, okay, I can go through this real quick. 2/5, Vidation minions get spell damage. That's cool. Especially for Druid, you get extra damage, but not that useful. Destroy minion with 2 attack or less. This gives you an instant, if there's a minion on the board that has 2 attack or less, gives you an instant switch. So you get this 3/5, which is a great beast, and it kills something small, which is good. But, however, that's situational. Now, the Keeper of the Grove, he is 2/4, he costs 4, which is good since my curve is bad. You know, I have a lot of high up stuff here. But you also get to do 2 damage. Or silence, which actually silence can be more useful. And this is always going to be useful. You're always going to be able to use this. It's not situational. Even if there's nothing to kill for 2, you can do damage to a minion that's going to help you kill it next turn, or you can hit the enemy if you have to finish it. So before I click this last card, I want to talk about my deck a little bit, since I am the Keeper of the Grove. The draft didn't go awesome for me. I mean, I would say it's a medium to good deck, maybe a 3-win deck, just depending on how my opponents are. And so, you know, we'll see how it goes. What I would have really liked is to get some swipes. Swipe is just as a nice card for the Druid. 4 damage to a main to whatever you're targeting, 1 damage to everything else. That really is a good clear. And, you know, I do have a couple of bombs. I have to say, it's always nice to have this big bomb card that just lets you say, hey, I win. And I have a couple of combos. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when I go into this. So let me get this Keeper. Yeah, I'm going to play one. I'll probably only play one this evening. I'll probably make another video to finish this off. I'm also going to start streaming every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific. So if you guys want to watch, and hopefully these videos will help you be a better arena player. I was talking earlier about Hearthstone and the way it's different than Magic. And Hearthstone, you can feel like a good player even when you're not. Because you're never going to mana screwed. And a lot of times you're going to get that big card.
Malfurion versus Jaina!
But some people just have to draft these weird kind of decks. Sorry, I have to see what I have here. This is a really good draw. What I mean is I have a 2 casting cost. I can remove something. I have a 3 that keeps board advantage, so they have to kill her twice. I'm playing Jaina, which is, you know, means that she can kill her pretty quickly. I have to use her pretty quickly. I have my 4/3 that silences, and then I have my Auctioneer that's going to help me draw some cards when I start getting low. So we'll go ahead and we'll keep this. Let's see how this goes. We got the coin. I'm not gonna. Well, I would. If he gets out a 1/1, I will coin and I will kill it right away, because not only do I kill his card, I can draw another card like that. What do you know? Look at that. I'm psychic. Yeah. See, well, I do have a problem. This means that I won't be able to do a lot next turn, which is, you know, too bad. But I'm gonna go ahead. Other than, you know, I get to do 1 damage with my ability, which is good. I could use my ability instead. But, you know, I don't know what he's going to have. So I'm going to go ahead. I want to draw.
My magic will tear you apart.
But it doesn't.
My magic will tear you apart.
I'm going to go ahead and just attack with my card. The reason I'm doing this is to get.
My magic will tear you apart.
Alright, so I took 3 damage and I killed something. It was okay. I still have my Wrath for, you know, whatever this person brings out this turn. I can go ahead and kill it. And I will, regardless of, you know, what it is. I assume she's going to do a damage to me, and I'm going to do a damage to her.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
It worked out pretty well. This person is playing a really low curve deck, just watching those cards, and maybe it's just a bad draw, but essentially means I just have to kill them, get their cards low, make sure I don't get really low, and then I will just destroy them in the late game, which is what I'm going for. So I'm just essentially build my curve up. I'm looking at 3, 4, and I don't know if I'll play him right away. I'll probably play the Frost Wolf, because I want to try to get a spell on my hand. So I know
what does the future hold?
1 Fury, 2/3, so he's going to hit me twice probably next turn. So I'm going to go ahead and get this 3-1.
For the crusade!
If I was my opponent, I would do 1 damage and probably kill this, but it depends on how they feel their deck is. They feel it's not good, then you're gonna want to do the 4 damage and do the 1 for your character, and then on my turn I'll kill them back. So let's see what they have. Jaina doesn't have any straight removal, so that you could use a spell and get rid of this, which I wouldn't mind at all. I might put it aside to be kind of annoying here, which let's see. I don't know about that one. Woohoo! They did a lot of damage. That's awesome. Not really. You know, they're definitely going for it. They must have a bad deck. Is what it seems like they're playing as. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna get this guy out.
Your magic shall not save you.
Job done. We'll continue on my merry way. I will most likely get a taunt. Depends on what they play.
What you want?
I am master of magics.
I'm curious how she's gonna attack here. Yeah. So if she's going straight for me, and I feel like it's getting a little crazy, which it is, then ooh, a Nervate was a great draw on this turn. So what should I get? That becomes interesting. A Nervate. Gotta kill this guy. I'm not gonna do anything else. I definitely know I'm going to kill him. So a Nervate would give me up to 7. Which would give me awesome. Which helps me with this Divine Shield.
Silvermoon shall not fall.
He's going to be a nasty high like a taunt action going on. Job's done. So I have this 4/1. She's going to have to go ahead and just get with her ability, which is what I would do. Unless she's going to use something huge. It's a possibility. Just looking at what I have next turn. Depends on what she does. If she gets her big bomb out, I'm going to drop my elemental and start, clearing the board and clearing it out. Of course, she's only going to use 4, would be my assumption.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Lots of extra damage. She's definitely going for a spell damage deck here. Weird. It was a weird play to me. Yep, I still find this odd. But that's must be kind of a new player, I'm guessing? I don't know. It was not a good turn at all for them.
Remember, kill the loss!
Which is all I need to do to win this, is what I feel like. I have anything for 4. I have another Mark of Nature. Yeah, so I'm just gonna
remember, kill the loss!
I mean, it's kind of a waste because I'm gonna have to bring out a big creature.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Job's done. It allows me to have my Starfall. It lets me to draw a card. Now, every time I cast a spell, I gotta draw something. It should seal the win for me here. I'm trying to go through my head of the stuff she has. She can use Pyroblast. That would be cool, but I wouldn't do a lot. Apparently she did a spell damage. Okay.
For the crusade!
It's good, but if you have no spell damage, what's the point? Yeah. Yeah, if you have no spell, I'm guessing they're trying to do like a 20 cost Pyroblast? I have no idea. No idea at all. So, it's unfortunate. They're going to lose pretty badly here. Not really, I guess, unfortunate for me. So I'm going to Starfall. There's a bunch of stuff I can do here. I mean, I can make my guy bigger. I can, but I just kind of want to finish this, and they're not playing very well. They're just kind of goofing around, so I'm going to go ahead and just win the game. That scared me. I didn't do anything. I clicked on the wrong card. How I'm going to win the game is I'm going to go ahead and into a beast, and I'm going to kill this guy.
Kill the loss!
For the wild.
I have my guy.
I'm the best.
She has 1 card. If that card isn't like you win, then she has a horrible problem. I mean, she could be
May
using
my ancestors watch over.
Oh, yeah, alarm bot. definitely either a new player or something that's just screwing around. Although it's weird, I don't know. People that screw around in the arena, I mean, okay, it costs money eventually, so you kind of have to understand that you're goofing around. You know, it will eventually cost you. So, you know, this is interesting. I obviously have to use my guy here to kill the taunt. I can kill the alarm bomb because, you know, I'm so far ahead, and they have definitely just can get lucky, and I do not want to lose because of a lucky draw of something that's legendary that I've never seen before that just ridiculously screws me over. But getting Savage Roar, I've kind of set myself up for here. And I'm gonna get the Warlord out. It's the biggest card I have.
The Frost Wolves stand ready. Job's done.
If you notice, I'm kind of trying to make sure I get past 4 health on everything I want to keep, because she could draw the Sweeper, which I can't remember what the heck it's called. Flame something. Does 4 damage to every minion for 7. So I'm trying to make sure I stay above. Yeah, this guy's gonna definitely just troll me. So he's just gonna wait till the end of every single
What to do?
time, I'm guessing, wait till the turn ends.
Owie!
If he does, I'll just fast forward to the win for you guys. He has really no chance. The game's over regardless of what it looks like. Well, I should talk about this. Then we need to talk about the idea of overextension. It's not one of those, those pills that you hear online that guarantee that your wife or fiance or whoever, girlfriend, will love you longer. Overextending means to draw or to play your whole hand, and your opponent had something that just wiped out everything.
Mind if I roll need?
Job's done.
Then you're screwed. And I've actually had this happen to me more than once. When you're this far ahead and your opponent top decks something that's just
Mind if
ridiculous
I roll
and destroys, I think there is a legendary that pretty much destroys the entire board. It is really easy to get overextended. You want to keep some cards in your hand. You want to go ahead, and you're pretty sure you're going to win it. When it you want to make sure that something crazy happens, you can go ahead and actually win the game. So just try not to be overextended. That game was a pretty easy one, so hopefully the next one I'll be able to show you a little bit more, or maybe talk about it a little bit. It's 12:30 here. I'm gonna play probably just one more. Yeah, it's hard to stop, especially when you feel like you have a pretty good deck. Again, I think this deck is just above average. It didn't get any massive crazy legendaries that you get sometimes. It didn't get a lot of removal that's nice.
Malfurion.
A lot of nice big creatures. And has a lot of spells and has some combos.
Nature
This is a
will
draw
rise
that
against
I'm
you.
afraid of with this deck, since I have so many high casting costs. I don't want any of these cards. I can't use them forever. And I'm going first, which I think there's such a disadvantage in this game of going first. Unless you have a deck that's built for it. That was a lot better of a draw. This death rattle thing, I mean, it's cool, but I don't have enough creatures for it right now. Yeah, see, I'm having
Job's done.
So I'm gonna get out the Fairy Dragon. He's gonna probably get out something better. The reason I think that those are disadvantages to go first in this game is, ooh, you get to drop a card, but the stupid ring thing, they need to figure that one out. Because the ring allows whoever's doing, you get so much of the card or whatever it's called, when it gives you the extra mana. Not only is it combo with stuff, so like the rogue can use it and essentially get an automatic combo right away, which is dumb. I don't think that should happen. You can use it with a questing adventurer, and he gets an automatic +1 right away. But it seems to just give you a little bit too much of an advantage. I feel like if they did it, I feel like there should be an easier way to actually get that over. But I'm not them. I'm sure they've play tested this a lot, so you know, what can I say? So here we got out a 2-1. This is, sometimes I like these guys, sometimes I don't. This just means I get to do some damage to him. I'm gonna turn myself
For the wild.
He gets a card, and I take one. And he simply did nothing. But he is going through his cards quicker. My next turn, I get to be set up. I get to have my my Keeper of the Grove. I have Mark of Nature if I need it. I can do Savage Roar if he gets out something big. I absolutely something crazy with 3. How would Savage Roar? He's keeping his coin, so we'll go over here and see that hasn't been down yet. Can't be attacked or targeted until it deals damage. It's not what I was looking for. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the Pyromancer instead. I'm going to hit him. They also do the Solar Forest. Can be interesting. But I'm going to go ahead and do the Pyromancer. And then hit him.
You like to play with fire?
For the wild. Job's done.
If you had some way to turn the Pyromancer and not being able to attack, turn him to 0, it kind of sucked, but I would just build up and start dropping spells to get rid of him. I could use the Solar Forest and see what he does. So he's bringing out something big here. Oh, this is huge. This is going to be interesting. I got to figure out if I can get a kill. I'll give him a roll close to that. Yeah, I don't feel like it. Alright, so how do I kill it? Well, it's kind of funny. Because I'm going to use the same thing he did, just, you know, I'm going to do it backwards. Well, actually, let's see. I'm going to add 2, so it's going to be 5, 10. Oh, what do you know? So I'm going to Savage Roar, and this is actually going to get me
I wonder.
a decent advantage here. Because... yeah, oh, interesting. Yep. I didn't need to use that, I just had everything. Oh, I should have Wrath. Oh, that was bad, sorry. I should have paid more attention. You should have killed this guy and used Wrath to kill him. But, too late now. Actually, streaming these is helping me realize the mistakes. Yeah, but that would help me draw a card and would have been useful. But keeping Wrath in there allows me to do up to 5 next turn, which is nice. So we'll see what he gets out. It'll also be nice to be able to use Wrath when I actually get the Auctioneer out. Which I have to be up to 7 a couple turns away.
What we do.
Oh, interesting. 2 to everything. Should I do something cheeky and bring out the Worgen and buff him up? And then Wrath his card the next turn?
What?
4, yeah, 4 to, I think it gives it to 7. Huh. Well, it's either that or I just go ahead and kill it. And I can kill it in multiple ways. 2 damage, 1 damage, or 1
What
damage.
to do?
I can't do that, I don't have enough. So I was thinking I could turn myself into that. I'm gonna try... It is a druid. Alright. I gotta just do this.
I wait for no one.
Yeah.
I must safeguard the land. Job's done.
So, not that best of a deal, but it does help me, you know. I got my Raging Worgen. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, oh, he's gonna use. Except he knew where he can draw a card. Interesting. That's annoying. I kind of goofed up what I wanted to do, but that means I am gonna do my. I am not.
done.
So 4/7, and he gets to, when he gets hurt, he gets stronger and gets to attack twice, which is awesome. Go ahead, bring him out. Let's see what you got. Oh, look at that. Ah, swipe. Well. And now I get to do a Druid of the Claw.
Where shall I strike?
Like I said, this deck has big stuff. I think I want to Marker of Nature this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and hit something.
For the wild.
Bear.
Job's done.
I don't know what that is. It's been a long time since I played actual Warcraft. I don't know.
Silver
We're a lion more than
shall
a bear.
not fall.
Look at that. 4/3 Divine Shield. Can't do anything with it today, or this turn, so I'm good. No, he's gonna try to kill some stuff and get his guy big enough to kill the Panther. He didn't attack anything, which is really to my advantage. Because now I get to start trying to get my cards going. And I get to do damage to him, which is...
I got the best
I think
deals
he might have made a
anywhere.
mistake there. And so now I get Mark of Nature or Soul of the Forest. He didn't attack. I feel like something weird is going on. So... I'm a Soul. Soul of the Forest helps him, kind of. I can also do the 1/7.
What to do?
But I know that he's a druid, so he doesn't have any straight removal. I would have,
Job's done.
I would have actually buffed up this guy if it wasn't for him getting out the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Because to me that means that he's going to try to kill enough stuff, kill this guy and get his pool big enough to actually do something to it. So I'm going to make sure I have big enough stuff that is really hard for him to do it. And of course I'm going to cast some spells. I'm going to get this other 1/7 taunt out, and I'm just going to keep hitting him every turn. I'm going to hold Starfall, only to a minion. So we'll see. I might Starfall early. We'll see what he comes up with. Again, every time I get a spell out, he's going to swipe. Interesting.
True Northred!
No, you don't. Never mind. Make everything bigger. It's good. You can kill my minion now. Doesn't do anything. Good job there. Alright. Table. I want to go back and look and see if I did anything wrong that time. I don't feel like I did. I feel like he just had some good draws. I can double Starfall and clear the field. I'm not ready for that yet. I'm not low enough on health. So I'm gonna wait and see if it gets out.
For the wild.
But I'm gonna keep hitting him. Keep my Starfalls, because if I can get him down by 4 more, then I win. So I'm kind of curious to see what happens. I assume he's going to kill this, which is fine. I'm hoping he'll go for the win and just kind of overextend, because Druids rarely have something that's going to do 40 damage to everything. And he has the same card as I. I gotta top deck something good to win here. Well, that's interesting. Very interesting. Wow. I think you can still kill me though. So I double Starfall and remove this and take a bunch of damage next turn. Or I get out the Ogre Magi and I do a Starfall. That's enough to do. And I Starfall him. Yeah, see, I don't have enough mana to do what I want to do. So my only real course of action here is to double Starfall. Actually, probably would have left him out in case I had a buff card. But I'm kind of on the ropes here. I have one card left. Kind of went bad for me when I got the Starfalls and didn't have a way to clear it out, and that actual +1/+1 everything did it. I could have probably cleared everything out earlier, but him grabbing this Ironbark Protector, if I don't get mine or my Druid that does massive taunt, or if I get a card that buffs up this Magi, I can still win. But yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be interesting. Interesting play here. Maybe he'll just run out of time. He's debating, I'm sure, if he can get the win out here. I don't know. Actually, it's interesting. He has 3 cards. I have nothing on the board, and he has everything.
Time waits for no one.
So hopefully he didn't disconnect. I've had that happen to me a couple of times now too. Again, I've played over 100 games. So. I actually won one where I disconnected for a turn. I think the guy gonna be pretty mad. Wow. He's gonna let his turn go. Too bad. Kind of bad for him. Just kind of.
Time waits for no one.
So if he disconnected, then it's gonna sit here and it's gonna go faster and faster and faster, and probably just he's back. Apparently he was just trolling.
Well played.
Makes you wonder if it's like a 12-year-old kid that feels. Excuse me. 1-1. All right. It's 12:39. I'm gonna play till 1, so let's see if I get another game in here. Yeah, that last game. I'm gonna go back and think of what I could have done differently. I was definitely ahead. He had that really good turn where he wiped all my guys out with that. The buff, even some of the Panther give everything +1/+1. I kind of wasn't expecting that, so let's see who I get here. I don't play the Druid that much.
Malfurion,
so there could have been something there, I'm sure, that I could have done differently. If somebody sees it, feel free to add.
I must protect the wild.
Interesting draw. I don't want these two until later. I'm going to leave the Savage Roar. Helps me do, some Savage Roar and Pyromancer. So I go second, which I think is the advantage, especially in the arena. Might not be so much in ranked. Yeah, because look, I'm going to get the Acolyte of Pain out. He's a warrior. He has to do damage to it to kill it one way or the other. So I made a card and make him use a card. So and ideally, you'd get like a 2/1 out and have no way to buff it and get rid of the Acolyte. Pretty good. So I use the Mana Crystal. Acolyte of Pain. So what does this do next? It actually does quite a bit of stuff. I mean, if I can mark nature and taunt this guy, I mean that's gonna really stink for him. If I can Savage Roar and kill some stuff. Oh, he's gonna War Axe it. That's a good idea. So I use one Durability on now War Axe. Warriors when you're playing, they're gonna have lots of weapons. So just be aware of that. Now I can Innervate up to 5, which is probably what I'm gonna do because I just drew a really good 5 card. Otherwise, what I could do for 3, nothing here is that useful. I mean, I can do, the 2/2, so. Or a 3 and a 2, still not that useful. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to gain a couple of Mana Crystals here. And I am going to...
Where shall I strike?
So I have a card advantage. Technically, I mean, we're close. I mean, because that axe allows, 2 essential attacks, so 2 essential kills. And I got 1, I essentially just used 1 durability when my, whatever it is. The guy that when he gets hurt, activated pain. Whenever he takes damage, you get a card. So, card-wise, we're kind of tied. We'll see how this goes. So he's going to take a hit. The axe, and does nothing else. Well, I'm cool with that. That's fine with me. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and hit him too. Sounds like a good idea. He did it once, and why would I argue with that? You know what I want to play? Sure. 3
Silverman shall not fall.
Him using 2 armor means that anything is, well, essentially means that he probably has a lot of big crap, and I have to be ready for that. So, keeping Savage Roar, there's a lot of weapons apparently. Weapons are cool, except for every time he does this. This is the problem with the every time you hit somebody, you get lower, and you get lower fast. If you pay attention to essentially how much you kill yourself as the warrior.
Remember, kill for loss.
It's pretty bad. The question becomes, what do I want to do here? I only have 5. I don't have a lot of stuff I can do. I could have done a lot of damage to him, I suppose. All my cards are more situational. So I'm going to get out the Pyromancer.
Like to
More of one to die, or if he kills my 3, and then I can buff the Pyromancer up and essentially use it to sweep the field over and over again. Because my stuff is big, but my idea is probably got the Frost Elementals. Freeze whatever he gets damage to him. And load the Arcanite Reaper. And at this point, knowing what I have in my hand, and it's drawing Starfall, I'm going to look for the win. It's entirely possible I can win. Well, I'll be able to win in the next couple of turns. So I'm going to get out my my 5/5. Freeze is This means that I have 8 damage sitting on the board, and I have way more than that sitting in my hand. I have ridiculous amounts of damage that I can completely go ahead and finish this off with. And what I mean is that I have this +4 attack, and I have Savage Roar, which is going to be whoever's left, maybe another +4. And again, I'm holding on to just straight. I keep on forgetting Starfall is only to a minion. Okay, well, I'm still holding on to 1 damage with Wrath.
What now?
So I have a couple of good buffs. We'll see how this goes. Storm Soul back. He has an idea of what I'm doing. Smart guy. Let's see if I can still win. It's still possible. Still probably have it. So all I'm gonna have to do is there's 8 damage sitting there. I can add 6, which is 14, and then if I have enough, I can simply add the +4 attack. So let's see if I added that right. 4 attack is going to be 7. 7 + 5 is 13, and the Savage Roar puts me way over that. So there's Savage Roar. Yep, I have to do this right, or else it's not going to work. It's just popping in my head. So I got to hit with this guy. And I have to add the attack. Otherwise, that would come out right. Doing those calculations, I kind of knew I had it done. The turns give you enough time to actually go through them a couple of times, and you can if you quick thinking on your feet, and if you have to get out a pen and paper, do it, or a calculator. I'm sure there are plenty of people here that have a calculator sitting at their desk and they're adding up different abilities. If you're gonna do that, don't start it early. I mean, really, if you both have 30 health, there's no point. I've played against people when I was actually playing Magic and stuff like that. Like,
Valeera.
calculate out every single possible what they thought could happen, and what they think happened is never actually what happens. So just be aware of that. I had to go first. You know, I have a Nerve 8, which I could get out of early Frost Elemental. I don't want either one of those. I don't want to get that card right behind. I had no way to draw cards in my hand, and I had no way to actually get board position. This is a much better position. Rogues.
Job's done.
Or a thief, or I guess they're right around there. Rogue. Yeah. They are one of the bigger pains. Their deck can actually be one of the strongest decks. They have ways to draw cards. They have combo. Here's the stupid point thing I was just talking about. I just think that is so dumb. Why do you get a combo off of that? He gets 2 2-1s at turn 1 for him, and there's nothing I can really do. I mean, I have to use my ability to start switching this off.
For the wild.
I get to draw out my fairy dragon. I probably will later. I also want to see if he gets out a bunch more 2-2s and just take the damage and Starfall. So, and I'll have my 2-3 taunt next turn that'll allow me to actually get a little bit ahead. But anyways, back to the rogue. They get a weapon, means they can do essentially 3 damage whenever they want. Or, you know, they get to do a damage and stays until the next turn. They get to, nice thing with this guy is that if he does damage, he'll take a lot back. They have the 1 damage everything, draw a card. They have 1 damage to 1 character, draw a card. They have sprint that allows them to draw 4 cards, I think for 7. They have the 3/3 for 3 that does 2 damage. They have weapons. They have their weapon combos and does 2 damage as well. They have so many ways to get ahead, and they have such powerful cards. I think the rogue is technically the strongest right now. I'm fine with deadly poison right there because that means that you know, take some damage, get through. And it still has 2 to just run right back. As long as I can keep enough health to Starfall, it should be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take the advantage.
I must safeguard the land.
So the thief. Oh, they also have assassinate, which is destroy something. Thief is, I think, the strongest. In drafting, so their deck. Sometimes it's hard to get those super cards. In drafting, I actually think that can be the strongest. And the reason is because just the amount of stuff they can get out is ridiculous. They have those beasts that allow them to draw extra cards.
Nature's wrath.
He can't kill it right away. He can't using his knife or whatever, but then it gives me enough to Starfall too if he gets out something. So I'm playing for the next turn. Anyways, they have so many stupid cards in terms of what they can do. The one that summons the 1/1 beast per each minion, and they have charge, and they can combo with their other beasts. All they have to have is that 2/1 bird that lets them draw every time a beast comes out, and then have the other beast card that allows them to store it right back. The other beast card that allows them to I'm gonna start this turn. So I'm gonna wipe the board. I got something else. Let's see if I have another idea here. Yeah. So I could have 8, which isn't that helpful. There's really nothing I can do that's useful for 8. I can go ahead and I can clear the board. I'll still have my guy. He'll be a 2/1. They'll probably kill him next turn. Is there another way I can do this? I can summon the Pyromancer first. No, I don't have. Well, yeah, I could. Summon the Pyromancer. We can do 2 damage to everything. And it's essentially the same. Yep, let's go ahead and wait for the Starfall.
Nature's wrath. for no one.
Yeah, having the 9 is better. I can get him at 6/6 and have both of the guys out. Depending on what he brings out, I could out. This is also good. Let's see what happens. 4/4. I can probably take that. Oh, by the way, you won't. Well, hold on. Let's see what I have here. Man, this Raging Worgen and this Pyromancer could be an interesting combo. Up to 9. How do I get rid of that? I don't have an easy way at all.
What to do?
So, if I'm going to do the Enervate thing, I have to do it early. I don't want to hurt my own stuff. Oh, actually, hurting my own stuff would be good, because then it would hurt him.
Do you like to play with fire?
So I think I can do this now. So he can attack. The idea is that
The frost wolves stand ready. Job's done.
the idea with that order was that now that if he attacks, like, or you know, however he wants to do it, he can kill one of my guys. Also, have my other guy left. Now he has definitely more cards than me. I get a Nourish next turn, and I get to bring out the Raging Worgen. So I'm gonna see. You might have 2 fan of knives, maybe. Vanish. I hate that card, by the way. I don't find it useful. It did nothing to the board unless there's a whole bunch of, you know, a whole bunch of stuff that's gonna have. I'm sorry. I just think about that. There's a whole bunch of paste, stuff with paste. That's the only way it's gonna be good. Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking what I want to do here. Since he did that, I am going to draw some cards. Gave me the breather I needed. Let's go ahead and draw some cards. And now we're essentially starting over, except for I have 1 more card. And hopefully my cards are better. Alright, good. I want you to hit this guy. Oh, he's dead with this. No, I don't want to do this today. Unfortunately, he's going to be some problems. So I'll bring this guy out, freeze this guy.
Mind if I roll me?
Job's done.
I have another taunt I can bring out. I can make my guy have taunt. I'm kind of seeing what he does here. If he hits me,
Apple on your head.
oh, he's gonna try to summon up this guy. Not a good idea.
The light protects me.
That's a miss. Come on, give me some more misses. I want to see him. I have a lot of crazy stuff. If I keep my minions alive this turn, I can go ahead and use the Soul of the Forest and then just let my stuff die. We'll see what happens, though. I mean, I can also drop these 2 out.
Eyes
Go
are
ahead.
open.
Oh, hit. Yeah, I have a lot I can do. I'll be at 10. Of course, he's gonna heal himself. Good play, good play. Shadow Step's interesting. I've never crafted it. I've seen lots of rogues combo it really well. It's minus 3. There you go. 2 less. So still 1. Yep. I like that. I have some nasty stuff. I'm gonna try to keep my 5/4 alive. And I'm gonna see what I can do with just bringing out a lot of big taunt stuff. Oh, now I got him too. So, like I said, I'm gonna focus on the taunt here.
Where shall I strike?
Try to get it to where he can. No, I should have done that differently. Because I probably should have brought him out. Because he gets rid of the Divine Shield. I'm just not really thinking about it. I just don't really care about it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit in case he has Assassinate, I have another backup there. Not really worried about the 1/1. He can attack him with his 4, you know. Get his 8/8 out. It's gonna probably be next turn when we get the Auctioneer.
Dingo!
Yep. And Soul the Forest. Some damage through. 3, that would kill it. Get him down to 1, which is good. So I'm not going to affect the board. I really probably shouldn't. I really probably should have for something stronger, something you actually kill the stuff it gets attacked by. Because, you know, it makes sense for him to go for the win now, and I should have realized that. 8/8 taunt. If I had one more, I could do it differently. So we might as well. I gotta figure this one out. I can't win with that. He can kill me. So I want to get this up. I want to essentially make that taunt and try to make something that's going to make it where I don't just lose next turn. I could have made it huge, but not that big of a deal. He can choose which one to attack.
For the
I need to kill
wild.
some stuff. Or else it's over.
Job done.
Having 2, and granted he's going to attack with his 8/8, and I know that. So I'm essentially just trying to survive and clear the board off enough that I can win with the hand that I have, and that was my spear. That's going to win the game.
Well played.
So this game I essentially just didn't have enough. You saw the curve, my curve I was talking about earlier. He was able to use his bring everything back to get enough stuff out of the way, and my curve was just so much bigger than his. He didn't win it. It's definitely one I want to go back and I want to look at and say, okay, did I or is it just something I want to do? And really the 8/8 thing is what killed me. It's 1 o'clock, but I'm just going to finish this one now. I said it was a 3/3. I have to at least get 50%. I rarely ever don't get 50. I'm pretty tired though, and I've been going way too long, so I could be making mistakes I just don't realize.
Malfurion versus Uther.
I will fight with honor. I must protect the wild.
I have a pretty good draw. Then I go for 8. Still, I don't know. This guy is okay. 1/7. You saw he didn't really help me that last turn. I actually played that bad though. Should have played it differently. Those things going to be turn 2 to get this, and then turn 3 to. He'll probably get his. I don't know, 1/1 maybe. Again, going second. That's you to get ahead. So much easier with the stupid crystal.
I feel icky.
Yeah, not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. So, I'm going to nerve 8.
For the wild.
Paladins have no way to remove something. I think they have a trap.
Drink with me, friend.
So that's their only other way. Well, here we go.
Where shall I strike?
Hopefully he's big enough to keep me ahead a little bit. I need to use Wrath at some point. I'm gonna down the card from that. So hopefully getting far enough ahead like this is. We'll see. He has a buff card. Now he's gonna be ahead. He drew a card. He had the extra card. He got rid of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I want to get ahead.
Let the pain speak to me.
Anything that has 2 health, I can use him and the Wrath. Well, so much for that.
Blood and plunder.
Ooh, that's a pretty good play there. Whatever I bring out, he's just going to go ahead and beat up. So I'm just going to remove his minion.
Mind if I roll me?
Drawing game that we were talking about earlier. Next turn I have either my 1/7 or this guy has some damage. I gotta of course watch out for the True Silver Champion. Weapons in this game are pretty interesting. I actually kind of like the mechanic. You know, their durability. You take damage back, but they're so strong in what they can do. You can attack with it. Normally this is actually not good because I'm getting
I must safeguard
rid of just one card. Normally not good. However,
Hey, give me that!
I get a draw card. You know, I could have played that differently. I can definitely saw it. Sometimes I'm getting tired. I probably should have attacked instead. And just killed it that way. I was him at True Silver and that, although I'm kind of ahead on cards. I have no idea. My next turn, I want to do the Auctioneer. It's hard to say though. I kind of want to try to be set up with the Warden first.
Let me think.
Of course, it depends on if you use the sword. Yeah, I'm definitely go ahead with that. He's gonna get a guy too, so helps with this.
Reporting for duty.
If he doesn't, I mean, I get a free kill on his 2/2 if that's the case. Yeah, weird. I can also use Force of Nature. And that would be more. I don't want to try to I understand that. Stop calculating the damage because I'm getting tired, but so 4, I get the taunt, they both have taunt. You can't get rid of it. Keep it. It's gonna be the highest damage card I have. To that I can Force of Nature and go ahead and start killing stuff. Yeah, kill that, kill that, kill that.
May my ancestors watch over me. Undone will be done.
That next turn I can do a better Force of Nature. I would love to get the Auctioneer out first. Ooh. Did not see that one coming. Force of Nature just to survive. Kill the Murloc. Yeah. Yep, this is gonna be interesting. He's essentially gonna kill this and do a crap load damage. Murloc deck. Sometimes those are hard to draft because you don't know if you're going to see any Murlocs or any of the other cards at one time. I did everything you need, huh? Yeah, see, I wish I had a 4 and a 4. I can only do 1 card this turn. So my 1 card has to be enough to get me back in the game. Which, it is.
For the wild. Job's done.
I have 9 next turn, and depends when he gets out. Probably these two. He has a, well, we're kind of tied. I mean, he's a 1-1 out.
I am master of magics.
He's used so far 2 of the hammers, so
Reporting for duty. Ready to ride.
he's trying to go for the win. Understandable. He's ahead. So, but I got my taunt, so this should be okay. So, I gotta do this guy. I always wondered why they say they have 2 heads. One says I'm ready, one says I'm not. I get it.
Medic! Reporting for duty.
He's looking for some type of thing that's gonna buff everything and go for the win. So I gotta start clearing some. Of course he's gonna do it. Never mind. Ignore everything I said. So, it's gonna give me the. I'm low. So when I'm low like this, you want to start trying to get rid of stuff. And I'm gonna go ahead and clear this guy off. And put out the loot hoarder.
Mind if I roll knee?
Put out this
The
guy.
frost wolves stand ready. For the wild. Job's done.
Now, not only do I have table advantage, I have card advantage. If he kills something, I'm hoping I'm going to draw a spell in the next century, and then I can go ahead and build out the auctioneer and play a spell. So he kills that. Oh, there we go. That's a good one.
Reporting for duty.
I already told him for 3. Must be higher than that. So, yeah. Yep. I have a choice to make here. I probably want to keep Starfall if he gets something good out.
For the horde.
So, yep, this is.
For the horde.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Give my non-auctioneer health and taunt.
For the wild.
Clear the board.
Job's done.
Next turn I can start keeping the Starfall in case he gets something just crazy out, and I can go ahead and remove it. Put the taunt, of course, on this guy because I want to keep the auction. Yeah, he plays a Murloc deck.
Reporting for duty.
Which, of course, I can use the Pyromancer. Which is exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and
Time to pay.
what else?
Like to play with fire?
Draw it.
For the wild.
And now I'm in a pretty good position to win another one. Hopefully I can actually, finish off here, and then I need to go to bed sometime soon here. More minions attack. See, it's good and it's bad. I mean, he's a 1/5 taunt now. I mean, the humility, it's a hard one. I almost wouldn't probably wouldn't use it.
For the whole.
They don't draft it first.
Time to play!
They do have a sweeper, but it's not a very good sweeper.
For the crusade!
How many cards do I have? I want to draw myself to death. Yeah, I'm going to draw a couple more cards. Again, the card drawing thing, if you get to this point, means that you're going to win. I pull Star Pulls. I have all my big stuff.
Victory.
Good idea. 3. Told you guys. Alright, let's go ahead and let's play again. Let's see what we got. I haven't had one of those crazy good drafts in a while. I've had a... And actually, the time I did have that crazy good draft, I lost. You can lose, pretty easily. If you draft high, and it's also all really high casting cost cards, it's not too hard to run into somebody that just creams you with all the
Malfurion versus Uther.
Actually, that guy's deck was similar.
I will fight with honor.
Warlocks.
I must protect the
I have a
wild.
decent amount of wins now, so I'll be put up against harder opponents. The arena system isn't random. It definitely puts you up against people that they consider stronger as the farther you go. And their decks get stronger, so it's it's pretty obvious that it's not really random. I have an interesting hand. I'll take it. I went second, so yeah, it's a pretty good hand if you're going second. Looking at this, I have turn 3 Mark of Nature. I essentially can turn 2 twice.
What?
So let me go ahead and use the coin. This. I have my ability for turn 2, and then Mark of Nature is turn 3 if I don't summon anything else. It's entirely possible this guy will get killed, and I'll have to just wait through turn 3 and I'll draw
It's time for a little blood.
I'm going to say that my cards are better. This is definitely so,
For the wild.
Plus, I didn't have a whole bunch of good stuff from the next turn. And that guy, the paladin can't really do any damage to his own stuff. Just playing a lower deck. I'm fine with that. I'm just going to go ahead and, of course,
My ancestors.
keep walking, just matching card for card until we get to the point where one of us takes board advantage. This was a lucky draw. Otherwise, I'd be taking some damage, and I don't want to do that yet. Looking at this hand, it's such a late game hand. I'm hoping he does something. Oh, not good. Yeah, not good. I have to just hopefully.
I must safeguard the land.
What I can do?
Done.
Forgot about the silence part of that. Pretty good. We have the Fin Trooper out next turn. Hold on, my cat's trying to attack the. Actually, do the Druid Claw. He's better. 4/6 versus 3/6. It doesn't really matter in terms of what's on the board. I have to make a really big blue order. Which need 2/5. Either way, they're gonna die. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. What I'm assuming is he's attack with both. So that means nothing. But I'm assuming they're gonna die. I have 28 health. He's 29. We're at 5. He's at 6. So hopefully we get it. Okay. Holding on to his board advantage. It's pretty hard. So hopefully that's from me.
Reporting for
That
duty.
is set low or not to be big. It'll allow me to get pretty well going if I can. So I have the 4 and a 2 if I wanted to do that. And I'll probably try to remove it. My Wrath can go to. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, why not? It gives me a card. So I can do spell damage.
I'm not
So let's give
ready.
me Wrath. Do 2 or something. Go ahead and get rid of this guy.
Job
Let
done.
me draw a card. I'm getting a little bit back into it. I didn't use the Druid yet. I want to see what he has. Let me draw some. I feel like this is the same guy I just played, actually. Two hammer wraths, a bunch of low stuff. I mean, I honestly feel like this is exactly the guy I just played. So I'm gonna go ahead and make.
Where shall I strike?
I can go up to 4 if I wanted to, which would give me the Divine Shield, dude. Next turn I go up to 10. 10 doesn't help me really. So just leave it there and kill his minion.
Shall not fall.
Let's go ahead and see if I can start clearing this board off a little bit. I mean, I get this 8/8 taunt next turn, and this is really hard for the Paladin to deal with. You can make its attack 1. Again, I think he has a trap. I'm pretty sure it's the Paladin that has the trap that kills a minion, and that's kind of his way to kill stuff. He definitely has a bunch of buffs. That's for so I'm essentially getting ahead card-wise because these have to use all these cards just to kind of get rid of my stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead.
Remember, kill for loss.
Go ahead and drop this 8/8 out. And pretend that he's used all his stuff to get rid of the other cards, which I'm hoping so. He can have silence if he has some type of, super card. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to play a lot of the legendaries, but the one that
Let
does
me
the dream
think.
card, that one's crazy. He's hard to get out. He's hard to actually be able to stay alive with to get him out. But the dream cards are like, it does 5 damage to everything. It's a 5/7 or 4/7 for 3. I can't remember. They're pretty crazy on what they can do.
Let me think.
So looking at the board again, he has more cards. He has 6 cards. I have 3. I have 2 creatures out. My creature is bigger, so it should take 2 cards to remove, especially for the Paladin. I think he's trying to come up with a way that he can get rid of it.
Pass me that arc-light spanner.
Yeah, he's trying to get rid of it.
I must move quickly.
Good idea there. Sometimes I don't even realize. I think I've seen that before, but I don't know if I even noticed it.
Remember, kill for loss.
So we have and that's going to be this, and he's going to get 4 health and I want to get rid of this card, and I can do that. I can either bring out him, but that doesn't help me really.
For the wild.
So I'll do that. That means next turn I can kill him with either card if I need to. And it'd be awesome if he's still on the board, because I can go ahead and Wind Fury to hit him twice. Hit him and maybe hit something else. Get ahead and get some of those cards out of his hand.
Handle it.
Well,
Ready to ride.
he's gonna kill it. I'll take 2. So that's good. That's good.
Will be ours.
Your magic shall not save you.
Remember, kill for loss.
And now I just need to play big. Well, I don't want to lose this guy though.
Mind if I roll knee?
So I'm assuming it's going to go that.
For the
I'm
wild.
really just gonna be digging for a spell.
Job done.
So I don't mind if this dies. Because if I can get a spell, I can just hopefully start going through all the spells in my deck here and start drawing them for the win. There we go. That is perfect. 4 damage, 5 damage next turn.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, I still have him, so I hope
the best
See how much
deals
damage he has.
anywhere.
He has 4, 5. So if I make this guy 4, 8 and taunt, no way to kill him. And I could. Now I'm taking damage. I am lowering my own. I'll stop at some point.
For the
I'm
wild.
just not worried about balance and what he can do. I did that so if he attacks with everything, it wipes the board. If he can't get rid of this card, hopefully it means my win, because I'll have Nourish, which is going to give me 4 cards instead of 3. I can Savage Roar if I need to get rid of something later, or I can win the game with it. Hopefully, I mean, this is really what I'm going for. So let's see what he does. So far, it's been a really good game, though. I have to admit.
I've got a hit!
Go to bed after. Gosh,
They'll never
seems a
know
top
what.
deck whatever he wants, right when he wants it. Inputting. Kind of interesting. Interesting. What should I do here? Let's see what I get. Starfall. 2 Starfalls. So if I Starfall, I'm going to remove him and him. He hasn't attacked me. I'm way ahead, so I don't need to worry about that anymore. Interesting. I know what he's doing. He's trying to let me run out of cards for the win. Really possible. So I only have 6 left. I can technically draw myself.
Give me
to
a
death.
quest.
Tazdingo!
Reporting for duty.
Okay. Now we got to figure out a way to win here. He has massive board advantage. So I got to get enough cards that will go ahead and finish this off. So what do I got? I see I can get 3, a 2, and I can Starfall something, which is what I'm going to do. Or I can get him, of course, which just, didn't help. I did that last game, did not help me at all. Yeah, I'm going to have to do this. So there's my 3.
For the crusade!
Mind if I roll me?
Job done.
Questing Knight's going to go up to 4/4. I could have killed him, but I
The
really need
light
to get out of
protects
that.
me.
Reporting for
See what he
duty.
does. He's just try to run me down here. What do I want to do? Well, I can actually almost win. Just straight out. Look at this. So I can Force with Nature and Savage Roar, and yeah, it could be nasty. But instead, I'm gonna Force of Nature. I gotta kill him. I don't know what's up. Kill the Questing Knight. Oh, I totally screwed that up.
A natural mistake.
Gotta kill what I can.
Or die.
Job done.
I gotta watch out. I'm super low on cards. So I just gotta actually get some damage coming or going to him, or else it's over.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. So everything I do now has to be focused to killing him. So, essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out this taunt. And hopefully save him from dying. And bring out the elemental.
Job's done.
So what does that let me do? He has 16 health left. I can Savage Roar. So everything gets
Joy
It'll
or
go ahead
die,
and
or both.
actually win the game for me. Good idea.
To Northrend!
Well played. I'm almost out of cards.
Okay, let's see what we got. So he has 16 health. I can do 2, 4, 6, 7. I can do plenty enough. That's really well game. Really good game. And you can see these are, I don't know how the players are playing. Pretty good player. He had a pretty good deck too. Up to 4 wins, above average. Why not do one more? What the heck? Sorry, just getting a drink of water here, catching my breath. I wonder if late at night, and this is late at night for me, well, I guess really 1:50 Pacific means it's 4:30 their time. I wonder if this means you get better opponents or worse. Like on Magic, you want to play, if you're doing a league where you're trying to get some
You
cards
asked
and trying to
for
get
it.
good, you want to play
I
with
must
more
protect
people.
the wild.
The more people, the less chance that you're going to get something good. Because what's going to happen is you can't do a lot yet. I like the Acolyte versus Jaina.
Job's done.
She's a fun one. I would have loved to get him on this next turn if I would take it. Acolyte Pain's nicer as Jaina. She has no way to
Someday
kill
I'll be
him,
just like you.
Can't get him out right away.
For the wild, for the wild.
Damage doing this. Yeah, just play it safer. Could have hit him, got the Acolyte Pain out next turn, and that would have been that. Hopefully, I could have, killed it with the Acolyte Pain. Again, she has lots of removal. It looks like it wouldn't last that long. And where she's playing for spells. Oh, perfect. I was just thinking, it'd be nice if I could learn this one.
Job's done.
Do some removal, I'm guessing, here. Silence this and get the 4-3 out. Depends on what she does. Hopefully she attacks with that 3-2. If she fireballs it, that's going to be great. Okay, I suppose I understand the idea. Fireball is generally a good one to keep till later. Till much later. It's a good way to win the game. Should I silence it or should I go for my 3-3? Finkeeper's going to come out next turn. I'm probably going to be pretty low by then. I might as well.
Your
just
magic shall
silence.
not save you.
Job's done.
And get my bigger guy out. If I can keep Finkeeper alive for a turn, I'll probably Mark of Nature him. That would hopefully stop this speed attack rush that's going on here. Yeah, that's lucrative enough for her to attack. I just need to kind of breathe here, catch up. So now we go back. So I want a 3-6 taunt or do I want a 4-6 taunt? There's no difference for the stuff on the board. The 4-6 taunt's better for later.
Job's done.
Turn after this, if nothing else happens, I am going to go for that 3-6, 3-7 win.
Someday I'll be just like you.
And she has a lot of these. Oh, yep. So hopefully she's running a card. Doesn't have too much removal. I'm really not liking this guy. The more I play him, the less I like him. So he has 7 damage on the board, and then she loses everything. I'm totally fine with that.
Job's done.
So hopefully no more polymorph. If I can slow down this attack again. I mean, I do have frost on this, so holy crap!
Well played.
Let's see how many she has.
Where shall I strike?
Because I get told every single turn for the next little while. Everything I do is just bring down another
For the
stupid
wild.
polymorph. I can't get it. I just
To North Red!
Grappler. Takes some damage, but there's no fire blast. There's no loss on that one.
Job's done.
Again, they can kill it if you shoot everything on the board. You get this and start actually doing something. This one is or get a taunt in this guy. Divine shield.
Let the pain speak to me.
Good taunt, sacrificial taunt. Hopefully I can start doing some damage back or getting something out of it to win. Sweeper. Starfall. Starfall with spikes to actually survive.
Undone will be ours.
Silvermoon shall not fall.
What you looking at?
Game. And see, this was we were talking about overextending. She had all these which is a good idea.
Remember,
Gotta
kill
get
for
rid of it. There's
loss.
nothing I can do about this. So. Doing 9.
For the crusade!
Yeah, I just lose next turn. There's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. Who attacks me both and fireballs me. It's game. Should be game, at least. Okay.
Well played.
Not a lot I can do there. I mean, she had that lucky. Just that one start. Because they went second. If you've noticed a theme, it seems a lot of times when you go, well, especially in this, if you go second, it's easier to win. It's because I think you get an extra card and the coin. You really shouldn't get the extra card. There's no point. That's a little bit too much. So if you were to not get the extra card, you would, especially in this, where all it is, you know, you have to have a card. And it gives me 130, gives me enough to, you know, do good, play again tomorrow for free, and I'm gonna go ahead and See if I get it. Yay. It's kind of fun. Not really, because you can attack. You can just end up attacking, you know, your own guy. I haven't seen this in constructed, but it seems like it'd be good. Sometimes it's hard to get it to actually work. Nothing great. I didn't look at the pirates because, you know, I do play the warrior. Okay, well, thank you for joining me again. This was Lost Echo, and again, I will be streaming on Wednesday from 6 to 8 on Twitch. I will talk to you later.